Hey, I'm going to do this video differently than I typically handle the others. I'm going to start with doing the actual practice first so that you can come back and view this video anytime you want and just go right into it. If you're wondering about the details of it, what is this, etc., just look in the description below and it'll give you info into what this is all about. Otherwise, I'm going to dive right in. So take your seat. You can lie down if you want or sit. Sit just kind of straight up but relaxed. Be still, quiet, and go ahead and allow whatever is here that you know you want to release, that you want to allow to flow through your being. If it's anger, if it's sadness, if it's grief, if it's bitterness, frustration, just overall stress, whatever it is, tune into that. Tune into where it is, where it's showing up in your body. Pay attention to your body. Where do you feel it? Where do you sense it the most intensely, the most acutely? Zone in on that. Put your attention there. If it's in your gut, put your attention in your gut. In your chest, put it there. If it's in your neck, your shoulder, put it there. And you can even put your hand on it to help put your focus there in that area. If you can't quite zone in on exactly where it is, just put your hand over your heart. And we're going to breathe into it. Breathe into what is here, what is showing up for you. That which you want to release. And it can be several things. It can be anger and bitterness and sadness. It can be a combination of things. It can start out as one thing and it can go into something else and go into something else. All perfectly normal, all good. So just tune in. What are you feeling? Where are you feeling it? Really put your attention, your focus there, where you're feeling it, where you're experiencing it. Notice how intense it is on a scale from 1 to 10. Is it a 7? 10 being the most intense. Is it a 7? Is it an 8? Really notice. Really give this your attention. This is your love. You're giving it your attention first. Bring your awareness here. Breathe into that normally, just a normal breath. First, soften your body. Make sure your body is softened. This is really important. The body is soft. This is a stance of allowing. This is putting yourself in a more parasympathetic, relaxed state. Now, just breathe into that area where you're sensing that feeling. Take a nice deep breath into that area and release. Now, what's showing up here? If you can name it. Frustration, I feel you. Go ahead and say these things out loud. Frustration, anger, whatever it is. Frustration, I feel you. Thank you for showing up. Just breathe. Keep your attention there. Frustration, thank you for your message to me. Frustration, what would you like for me to know? And talk to your body. Body. What do I need to be aware of right now? And just breathe nice and slow and deep into that area and allow whatever's here to be here. Keep your body soft. Allow whatever's showing up to be here completely. Don't resist. Allow. In fact, tell it, I allow you. I accept you. Thank you again for being here. Let the feeling flow. Whatever that feeling is, it will gradually dissipate. It will flow through you, through your body. Just allow it. When thoughts come, allow those thoughts to come as if they're clouds floating along in the sky. Allow those thoughts to just float on by. Just observe those thoughts. Don't judge them. Don't judge the feelings that show up. Everything that shows up is what needs to show up. Allow what shows up to show up. Give it some more. I accept you. I allow you. Thank you. Keep your body soft. Keep your breathing into it and out. Allowing whatever is present to flow. If it shifts to something else, notice it. Allow it to flow. Welcome it. Thank it. Accept it. Allow it. And keep doing this for everything that shows up. Sit with it. Sit in it. It wants your attention and it wants to move. Emotions are simply energy in motion. No longer stuck, no longer trapped, no longer suppressed. You're releasing them. You're opening yourself up. You're softening and opening yourself up to allow it to flow. And sit with this however long you need to until you feel neutral. You feel complete. If you need to, pause the video here and then push play once you've reached your place of comfort where you feel neutral, complete. Just stay in this space. This is your sacred space, your gift to yourself of allowing the emotions, allowing the feeling, allowing these things to flow through you. Pause here if you need to continue. And then on the other side of it, just relax. Let out a nice sigh. Whew. Shake out. Shake out. And then just smile. Sit and smile. In fact, if you want to, it's probably a really good idea to add the heart coherence, which there's another video on that. If you want to go watch that or look one up and watch a heart coherence video and go along with that, it's really powerful to sort of seal in what you've done in this practice and get you to a higher state, a higher vibrational state that you want to embody for the rest of your day, keeping you in connection, close alignment with your heart. Otherwise, go on about your day and enjoy being a little lighter, a little freer, maybe a lot freer. But it is important to help integrate this. If you can, it is a wonderful idea to get outside and get on the ground. Get some grounding in. It can be really powerful to have that connection with the earth after a practice like this. And drink water. Drink good water. If you can get structured water, excellent. If you have access to true spring water, Well, miraculous. Good for you. Definitely do that. But get some water in your system. These things will help integrate what you've done in this practice. And this practice is super important. This is my number 1A practice right there with heart coherence. That the more you do this practice, it has this exponential curve effect. For one thing, as you do this practice in the beginning, it's a little more challenging. It's a little tougher. It seems a little harder to feel and experience and get in touch with the emotions. And then the more you do this practice, the easier it gets to sense these feelings, the easier it gets to tap into them, the easier and quicker you release them, the easier and quicker they just move through. In fact, you can get to a place where you feel the feeling come on and you recognize it and you intentionally say, I would like to release this. And it's almost like that. Like it's just, it just moves quicker. And the more you do this practice, the more you will absolutely experience this incredible level of different levels of freedom that you would have never thought you could have experienced. And more you'll experience your joy, you'll experience your love, you'll experience life, you'll feel more and more of a sense of thriving. I can't say enough about doing this practice, that releasing these things that have compounded and built up inside of us over time, letting go of these, it uncovers what's already here, our true selves, that is peace, joy, love, light, freedom. All of these things that we want to embody, they've been covered up by these traumas and really tough emotions that were trapped, that were stuck, that were stuffed down, suppressed. But now we have the power through a practice like this to release these things and live the lives our hearts have always known deep down is possible. So enjoy this practice. Let me know if you have any questions. This is, of course, a practice that's easier to do, and you can go much deeper in a one-on-one session. So if you want to talk about doing that together with me in my coaching, just let me know. Reach out to me, message me. Otherwise, enjoy using this practice. And I'd love some feedback on how it's working out for you, your experiences with it. And man, I hope it has had an incredibly profound effect on you when you've engaged in this practice, because I know it has for me, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So use it as often as you can, and more, it will just get quicker and easier, and it'll even be your default where something comes up, you'll release it, and boom, you move on. And you move on embodying neutrality, you move on embodying higher states of being, just like that. So enjoy, take care of yourself, take care of your body and your emotions. Thank you so much for being here along for the ride. Take care. Here we go.